Welcome back, students. After showing you the long association fibers in this specimen, what I did is that expose more fibers of the corona radiata. You can see the band of the fibers running, okay? And where they are running deep to this longitudinal fasciculus, and then they are intersecting to the fibers, horizontal fibers of the corpus callosum here. Some of the fibers are seen here, and this was the area where the lentiform nucleus is present, just deep to the insula. So I have removed those cortex of insula. I have removed the various areas of the temporal lobe also, and then after the lateral surface of the lentiform nucleus was exposed, I have just given the cut here, a deep cut I have given into the lentiform nucleus, okay? And this lentiform nucleus, it lies lateral to the internal capsule, okay? It lies lateral to the internal capsule, and the internal capsules are nothing but the direct continuation of this corona radiata fibers which are converging from, you can see here the fibers are converging here, and they are converging, and then they are going deep to the lentiform nucleus. So the upper half of the lentiform nucleus I have cut to expose that this radiating fibers of the corona radiata are still going here, and this part is called as the internal capsule. The lower half of the lentiform nucleus I have just saved it just to show you the depth of the lentiform nucleus going right up to the corona radiata, okay, which are now here called as the internal capsule. Here you can see the superior surface of the, this lentiform nucleus. You can see the gray mass here, the superior surface of the lentiform, and deep to you can see that this radiating and converging fibers of which are upward are the direct continuation of the corona radiata, forming the internal capsule fibers. Now, after coming from deep to the lentiform nucleus, these corona radiata fibers are internal capsule fibers. They will go deep. This is the pons and this is the crus cerebri, okay, of the middle, midbrain. It is of the midbrain. So they will go deep to that of the midbrain. Now this is the optic radiation fibers, optic tract, not radiation. Optic tract fibers are covering to the this crus cerebri. Now I will try to show you the continuity of the internal capsule. First it was corona radiata, okay, then this converging fiber deep to the lentiform nucleus. So I will remove the lower half of the lentiform nucleus also, so as to expose the complete internal capsules. Remember that we are dissecting it from the lateral surface, okay, we are dissecting. Just I will show you the picture so that you can understand it, okay? You can understand from where I am dissecting. Now this is the thalamus, this is that lentiform nucleus, putamen and globus pallidus, this is the caudate nucleus, and here was the claustrum, okay, our external capsule was this white strip, and this was insula. I have removed everything. I have removed the insula. I have removed this claustrum also and the external capsule, and I have given a cut like this which is showing you the lentiform nucleus, and lateral to the lentiform nucleus what lies is the anterior and the posterior limb of the internal capsule. Anterior limb is interposed between caudate nucleus and that of the lentiform nucleus, and posterior part of the internal capsule is, and the genu, they are between the lentiform nucleus and that of the thalamus. So what I will do now, that I will remove this whole of the lentiform nucleus so as to expose the corona, to the internal capsule, okay, anterior limb and posterior limb of the internal capsule, and then I will go still deeper to make it and show its continuity of the internal capsule to that of the crus cerebri. This diagram is a theoretical diagram. Here I had shown you the corpus callosum intersecting fibers with that of the corona radiata, and then this corona radiata fiber is the internal capsule, and I have shown you also the optic tract. Okay, optic tract. Just below, this is the crus cerebri of midbrain, cerebellum, pons, and medulla. So now I am trying to show you the continuity of the internal capsule with the fibers of the crus cerebri midbrain, okay, where this will go then into the pons, and from pons it will go into the pyramids. Okay, so these fibers, they will corticospinal or spinocortical fibers. Okay, so just I will show you here. Okay, I am removing this I mean to say the remaining lower half of the lentiform nucleus, okay, and going deep to the, just to expose. See this gray matter, okay? See this gray matter of the lentiform nucleus, okay? I am just showing it here so as to expose the internal capsule. I will directly go now to the crus cerebri. This was the optic tract. I will cut this temporal lobe. So I have cut the temporal lobe part here, which was just hiding this crus cerebri of the midbrain, and this is the optic tract, which I will also remove, and after cutting it, so I have removed, and now these are the fibers of the internal capsule. You can see these fibers. See this? Still some gray matter of the globus pallidus is there, which I will also remove. And then there will be a direct continuity of the internal capsule here. Can you see these fibers coming out nicely? Okay. So anterior limb and genu and posterior limb of the internal capsules are now exposed. Okay, and then I will just show you the continuities. A little more fibers have come in my knife, but anyway, this will show you the continuity. See this continuity of the internal capsule fibers into the midbrain, the crus cerebri, the cerebral peduncle. See these fibers, okay, beautifully seen fibers coming from internal capsule here, yes. Now it is almost clear, okay. This is coming here, and then in the pons they will enter. They will enter into the pons. So this is the corona radiata, this is the corona radiata fibers here coming from all around. Then this corona radiata becomes the internal capsule as it lies deep to the lentiform nucleus, and I have completely removed the lentiform nucleus, and then its continuity is seen in the midbrain in the crus cerebri, okay, or cerebral peduncle, and then these fibers will go into the pons, and then it will go into the pyramid. Okay, it will go into the pyramid. Most of these fibers of internal capsule, they will end in the pons and will go then to the cerebellum. Okay, cerebro-ponto-cerebellar pathway. Okay, to the, of course, to the opposite side. This completes the dissection of the corona radiata. That means the projection fiber, corona radiata, then the internal capsule. Okay, and as it is going, so the projection fibers which connects the different parts of the central nervous system you have seen. Okay, you have seen. This completes this dissection. Tomorrow I may dissect you the corpus callosum. Okay, in the next video.